Hey everybody, welcome back to Ocarina of Time. We are here in the Forest Temple. I just got the boss key, and in fact, I pretty much have all the items I need in here. The one thing I don't have, though, is one small key, and it's going to be in one of these two chests here on the first floor. So I think what I'm going to do now, let me go back in the menu, I need to get Farore's Wind, because I set a point there at the beginning, or the room where all the Poes are, so I think I'll go ahead and return there, and maybe we'll try to see if I can go into the door on the right this time. I actually can't remember if that door is open or not, or if it's blocked off. And I actually came in from the way where I set the point too, which is pretty funny. Yeah, it looks like it's blocked off because I can't even get into the point where it is, but there is an eye switch. Okay, so I can get into that door. Nice. Let's see. Alright, sure enough. So this is the next progression point of the dungeon, I guess. So I do wonder if there is a way to be able to get through that door that I couldn't get through with the small key. Wait, no, this just takes me back to this courtyard. This isn't even a new passageway. Okay, time to take the map out. Okay, there's a way that I can actually go up here? Did I just forget to hookshot onto something, or was I supposed to be able to climb up there? Oh god, did you see that? I like jumped in midair and that thing just swatted me right out. That was pretty funny, actually. Alright, we're playing an extreme game of I do not remember what the heck to do, or how to get that last, or that small key that I'm missing. Maybe I should cut for a bit while I rack my brain about this. I do actually, I'm not going to look this up. I do actually kind of want to rediscover for myself how to actually get back up there. That's a door. That's not a chest. So I definitely have to come from the other way, which would be for me going down below. But that place was higher up, wasn't it? Did I just completely miss something in that other room? Let me go back here for 1 second. Oh, crap. Hit the door. That'd be helpful. Yeah, because down here, I can't even get up there. Unless there's a hookshot point there. Which I don't think there is. So yeah, I can't get there from this room either. So, which means maybe it is that other chest and I just missed something. Like I missed a way to get up to that chest. I can guess I can go re-investigate there, because that's going to take me out to the courtyard, right? Pretty sure this room takes you out to the courtyard. Yep, this was the other one over here. So I guess I just go back into the path that had kind of the big windy hallway. Or not the giant room that you had to climb up to with all the push blocks and all that. Wouldn't that be really stupid if it like reset those all somehow? Just make sure I'm going the right way here. Yeah, because this will be that next room. Another nice thing about the arrows is you don't have to wait for the Skulltulas to turn. You can just fire an arrow right into their stupid freaking face and they're going to die. I must say that just feels amazing. Which door? I gotta go up. Oh, I haven't actually gone up into that door. Oh, interesting. I don't think there's a way. Let me kill this thing so I can take a look around. This is another case if I can't get up to the other side of that door. Because this would basically act like a shortcut, wouldn't it? Unless I can do it from there. Wouldn't that be amazing if I could do a flip somehow to get to that door? I might actually try it. Give me 1 sec. I'm not gonna lie, it does almost look like I could make that. Especially if I could get a side hop off. But unfortunately, these bars are kind of preventing a side hop. But I might be able to backflip over them. Let's try it. Oh, I can't do it. Ah, that sucks. They knew what they were doing by putting those up there. Alright, so I'm going to have to figure out how to actually get on the other side of that door then. Because that's the only other place I could imagine there being a heart piece. Unless I'm supposed to get in there from the freaking courtyard. Either way, I'll meet you guys when I actually figure out how to freaking advance with this bull honky. Okay, so I'm in the room after you get the map. Remember, we've been here before where I saw that little hookshot mark and I was talking to you guys about it. I think apparently there's a door there that I just didn't go behind. Is that possible? Let me see if I can actually get over there. Because I'm pretty sure I definitely went over here to the other side. Oh no, this is the switch. Wait, no. I thought there was supposed to be a door here. At least that's what it was kind of showing on the map. And maybe that's below me. Yeah. It's on the lower. But it's up over this way. See, that's where I'm trying to get, down there. Or at least that's the other side. And even Navi is pointing that way. I wonder if this is a Scarecrow situation. I forget what I made my Scarecrow song, though. Maybe I'll be able to remember it. But that might actually be the way that I get up there. Or one of the ways I can get up there. What did I do? What did I do? Wasn't it down, right up, down, right up? Or, I can't remember the song. I'm actually going to have to go back and watch my video to be able to remember what my Scarecrow song was set to. But I don't think I can actually get up to that one, which is starting to make me think that that's not the one that has the key. But it's not like I have any other better idea how to get up on the one on the left, but maybe I'll just go more around that area and try to fool around, and eventually I'll figure something out or find something new. Oh man, there it is. Oh, that is so bad. So apparently when I got the boss key, I just had to fall down that hole I was just looking at, and that's where the next small key is. Instead, I freaking used Farore's win. I got myself all turned around. But yeah, I did eventually realize that's what I missed. I did look that up, so the game actually forced me to look something up again. I'm telling you, this is where they start getting real. This is where the quirky, you know, where the heck do I go elements of this game start kicking in. It's like what everybody says the water temple is, which is starting to make me scared, because now I'm probably going to get lost in that dungeon too, but it is what it is. That's half of the fun of these games sometimes. I did just open this door down here. What is this going to lead to? Is this going to be out in the courtyard? Yes, it is. Nice. I can go grab that Skulltula. Should probably take care of this giant Deku Baba first. Still haven't confirmed that that's actually its name. I know they're called that in Wind Waker, right? So it's probably what they're called here. Alright, before I do any of that, we need to carefully jump our way onto this little narrow stone structure right here. There we go. Oh god, the camera kind of twitched there for a second. Grab the hearts. I didn't want to use an arrow, but I guess we will. Okay, good. Just one arrow kills them. So, the arrows are definitely stronger than the slingshot nuts, which makes sense, but just confirm that for myself right there. Still got to be careful walking back here. I do not want to fall back down. Have to go through the freaking push block freaking room again. It takes forever to go through. Which room should I go through first? I mean, I'm going to go through both eventually, but this is the one, because the other one is the other side of the block room, and this is something interesting. Just a wall master chilling in here. Oh god. Oh, I was able to side hop at the very last second there. Gotta wait for him to... He's green right now, so I can't do anything to him. Great. Does that mean he can, like, only be hit with the... Oh, he just had to finish his attack or something. I don't know. That was weird. He, like, stayed on the green for a little while there. And these guys, I don't know if I've actually shown off this charged magic spin slash yet, but that's what it looks like. I probably have, right, not too long after I got it. The chest is going to spawn with a giant bottle of magic right inside of it. A smaller one right there. That'll help us fill it up. Alright, is this our last small key? Yes, it is. Ah, man, I really want to remember the Scarecrow song, though, so I can go back to that area. I mean, I'm going to figure it out when I watch the next video anyway, so... We'll probably finish up this temple, and then I'll be able to just grab it real quick before I leave during the next recording session. I'll just have to remember it's there. I can't even remember what you would get from it. Can't be anything too special, right? If that is even what we need to do. I still am not even 100% sure if that is where I played the Scarecrow song or not. Okay, so what did that open up? It opened up... Ah, I needed to go back to... Okay, so I'm going to make my way back to the room that had the small key. Well, the lock for the small key that I just grabbed. Alright, so I did have to trek through pretty much the entire dungeon once again, but finally back in this room that we couldn't get to before. So let's see what the hubbub is about. We're basically just trying to reach some pose anyway, the last two that we need, and this is an interesting room because this is very similar to a dungeon that they put into Majora's Mask, where you have to be able to fire an arrow through some fire to actually light or, you know, burn things that are far away. So it's kind of cool that this is kind of where they introduced that concept, like not too long after you got the arrows. So people that knew that and remembered that from this game were rewarded and actually probably figured that puzzle out really quickly too. That just twisted the room we were just in though, so I guess we'll have to just make our way out that way. And see what's changed and be very observant so we don't miss any more holes in the ground or anything else important that we need to take note of. Speaking of holes in the ground, there is one right there, but before we jump into it, let's see, make sure there's nothing else important we need to be looking for. Have we been in this door yet? I mean, we have, right? That's just going back out to this area. I guess for now, all I really want to do is just go into the hole. Oh, look at this room. I forgot about this room. Okay, so yeah, there's something up on the ceiling there, and you want to make sure that when it falls, you're in one of its gaps. But before we do that, though, I guess we'll check out this little area over here. So there's actually adding more rooms than what I even thought there would be in this dungeon. So the dungeon's even bigger than I thought. So this is where I thought I might need to use the Scarecrow, but maybe you don't actually need to use them, because I was able to get to this side anyway, just through normally playing through the dungeon, so it doesn't even matter. I still kind of want to look up and see why Navi is even there in the first place. There's got to be something special that you can do there. Oh. Alright, this is what I was talking about. Navi, are you really going to explain the obvious here? Link, watch out! The ceiling is falling down! She's just the queen of, like, a little too late, you know what I mean? Okay, how often will it fall, though? I thought it falls more than once, because here it comes again. I should be able to make my way over to the switch, though, when it comes back up, unless there's a spider in the way. They trick you. They trick you by throwing things in your way. You can see the shadows of them, though, so maybe that was a little bit of my fault. I'm going to kind of make my way over to the chest. Open it from this side. If you do get crushed in this, the penalty isn't really that bad. It's just, I think you just have to restart the room over again. It's not like you die or anything. I think you do take a little bit of damage, so you can technically die from it, but you'd have to really screw up a bunch. So this room's kind of cool. It's a little bit different from the other ones. Instead of having like a couple staircases, it's just this big open room. It's almost like a stage. Like, you can imagine somebody putting some... Oh no, I forgot about this. The puzzle. The puzzle. Oh, I can't even jump on it right. Okay, so I'm going to have to move this one out of the way, though. Because that one doesn't even belong, does it? This isn't even a part of him. That's like from a completely different guy. Okay, get that out of the way. This one's going to take a while to get here. Okay, that one's good. Don't need it anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that other one is just a red herring from the Blue Po that I don't even use. Okay, good. I was worried if I had that one lined up correctly or not. They seem to give you a pretty generous amount of time to do this, so not really worth panicking about, I guess. Not worth being panicking Skywalker here, some would say. Nice. And now you die. Unless you're invulnerable, because I can't hit you when you're spinning. I wish I could become invulnerable when I'm spinning, dude. That'd be like an amazing superpower, but like the downside is you'd get dizzy, so you'd eventually have to stop, or you'd risk like completely blowing your balance out of the window. I guess if you're really in that dire of a situation where you need to survive, it wouldn't matter. But it'll keep you honest about it at least. And yes, that is how I have to pass the time while I'm basically just going through the motions of killing this ghost for the third time. There's still another one to go, for crying out loud. This one's pretty tough, though. It seems like it's taken more shots than the other ones. Dude. Okay, lost my Z target, so I guess I'll just be patient. There we go. Oh, they're nice enough to give you a arrow refill, too, when he dies. I hope I can get to it in time, and these cutscenes don't ruin it. I wonder if time actually does tick while the cutscenes are in place. I mean, they can't, right? I'm sure they thought of that. There's some games where the cutscenes can't actually screw you out of drops like that, though. It's pretty funny. The sculptures really are nothing now that we have this bow and arrow. I wonder if they even put them in the other dungeons of the game. They realize they're kind of obsolete as enemies now. Did I get all of them? Oh, yeah, the last one you fight here in this room. So this is the other side of the higher up room on the right that I couldn't get to, that I was so confused about earlier in this episode. But that doesn't matter now. Just curious to see how far in we are. I'm going to definitely finish this dungeon because I had a lot to cut out here. Me just kind of wandering around and fapping about. So here it actually splits up into 4 copies of itself, but there is a tell for you to know which is the real one. It's the one that spins. So you saw when they all appeared there, this one kind of spun in place for a second. That's kind of your cue as to know which one is real. There he is over on the left. That's 4, I think. 3 or 4. Can't even remember. I think I targeted the right one. Yep. I can't remember what actually happens if you hit the wrong one. I think it just gives you the da-da, the wrong sound, and he probably does the spin attack on you, if I remember correctly. I love the I changed my mind. I like the purple one the best. Purple is way cooler than blue. It's just my opinion. And then we get a nice, cool little elevator rising up here in the middle. I love the way this temple is structured. It's like you get the 4 pose, and then you get the main thing in the middle that brings you back down to brings you down to the last area of the dungeon. I do think, though, and my opinion on this might change when I actually get to the Spirit Temple later, but I do think the Spirit Temple is a little bit more interesting of a dungeon. It's just a little more fun to kind of walk through that dungeon and explore it a little bit. But in terms of music, I mean, Forest Temple has it beat. This is one of those songs, like, I've heard people say this before, you can't really hum this song or sing this song, but it's in your head nonetheless. And you can kind of hum the melody, like it has that da-da-da-da-da-da-da kind of flute going on. That's about the closest thing this song has going to a melody for it. So I did grab some, what did I grab? Arrows? I was talking so much I didn't even pay attention to what I grabbed. It wasn't anything important. At least not as important as this thing crawling around up here on the side. I believe that is the last Skulltula, because I got the one up on the stone structure. I got that one. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. I'll review it since I'm going to come... Well, maybe I won't come back in here since I don't need the Scarecrow song thing now. If I do have to come back in here, I will. I'll review it afterwards. But yeah, the weird thing about this basement area, if you haven't realized it already, is there's these 2 stone pillars that you can actually grab onto. And you can actually rotate the room and open up different areas off to the side of it here. I want to be able to get down to this switch and eventually hit that, which will open up the way to the boss room. I guess really it's just a matter of trial and error right now. I'm just kind of pushing it around everywhere I can see to try to figure out which way I can actually go here. That switch... Oh wait, there is one. I opened up the way here. But that wasn't... Are there 2 switches? Or am I just completely disoriented right now? So now that I have that pressed, let me try pressing it back the other way and see if that one gate is open now. Because that'll answer my are there 2 switches question at least. Which way did that open at? Yeah, right here. Okay, yeah, so there are 2 switches. Okay, good. That opened that blue gate, which I don't think I can actually get over to yet. But if I think I push this one more time, then one of these will actually... It was on the blue carpet, and I want to go upwards, so... Oh, that's the opposite way. So is it one more then? I forget how far these actually turn every time you rotate them. This, along with the twisted corridor, are what this dungeon is all known for, though. Just trying to find your way through everything when it's all twisted about. And, of course, it was the opposite blue carpeted area. Oh, but that's alright, because it's already open, too. Yeah, the open doorways are always on opposite sides of each other in that room, so... It's really hard to kind of mess it up anyway. As long as you do a little bit of trial and error and just check the room every time you push it, you're good to go. And there it is. The first time seeing one of these. This is the boss door. Let's go ahead and use our key. This is definitely an interesting boss fight. Unique because it actually gives you a little bit of a preview of the final boss fight. Both in what you're fighting and how you actually fight them. So you first come up, everything seems cool. This room is just crazy. You got like, this is like Legend of Sleepy Hollow paintings, and it'll be more like that a little bit than you think here in a minute. But if you try to go back out, there's no way out. You're stuck in here forever. There he is. It's Ganondorf. What the heck? He just likes to hide out in the Forest Temple, although it's hard to blame him. It is nice and cozy here, and atmospheric. But no, it's not Ganondorf. It's some weird horse demon thing. Evil spirit from beyond, Phantom Ganon. It's always interesting to see what people think Phantom Ganon actually is. Like, it says evil spirit from beyond, so Ganon, like, summoned him from, like, a demon world, or did he always exist? Because, I don't know. It's weird, but basically what you're doing in this fight is he comes out of several of these paintings, and you can actually see him running in through there. And he'll come running out through one of them. But kind of like those Poes in the other room, there is the possibility for fakes. I don't think he's doing the fakes yet, but you have to be able to find the real one quickly and shoot him with your bow before he comes out and shoots this crazy lightning crap on you and pones you. Okay, we're going to get a fake one here. So the real one is the one that's more colored, first of all. The fake one has, like, more muted color scheme to it. Or maybe it has, like, some sort of effect that makes it colored different. And then the other way to tell is that it's, it'll actually make the portal when it reaches the front of the painting, and you'll have to shoot him through it. So something... Oh, never mind. Oh, wait, hold on. That hit me again. Wait. I wasn't paying attention. So I have 4 empties right now. Okay, never mind. There's something about these Triforces on the corner that's significant. I think it just gives you the best angle, maybe, for hitting these blasts at them, because that is what we need to do. Gotta play a game of tennis. It's basically tennis, not really volleyball. I'm not doing a very good job of this. I'm going to try to stay as far away from them as I can and not really worry so much about being on the Triforce symbols, because those really could just have no significance as far as I'm concerned. How am I not doing this well? I need to get the timing of this down. Oh, that was... okay. That was pretty far away. Oh, how? Jeez. I think I might have a very, very slight amount of lag going on between what I see in the capture and what's actually happening in the game. So I gotta swing pretty early. And actually, it looks like it gives you a lot of leeway early on, too. So yeah, eventually you'll get one that'll hit him, and that'll be your cue to kind of go up and strike him. I should have jump slashed there. I think that does slightly more damage. I only got 2 hearts, but I got some fairies, so I'm not too worried about dying. It is, you do kind of get a cool camera view, too, when you have him Z-targeted like that. Let me just double check and make absolute sure that I have fairies. Yes, I do. All right. I'd like to try not to use them if I can help it, though. Yeah, you can actually be very early there. Your sword hitbox stays out for a good while after your initial animation there. Let's get a good jump slash in. There you go. Yeah. Give him the old... Okay, maybe I should only do 1 and do the rest normal slashes. Not sure how to maximize my damage I can do in each of those. Scared. Okay, good. This boss music has never felt more intense. There it is. He's spazzing out. Oh my gosh. This guy does have a lot of cool fire effects, though.
Hey kid, you did quite well. I have a weird-ass voice because I'm not Ganondorf, remember? Looks like you might be gaining some slight skill, but if you defeated only my Phantom, who sounds a lot cooler than me. When we fight the real me, it won't be so easy. What a worthless creation that ghost was! I will banish it to the gap between dimensions. So yeah, it does kind of seem like Ganondorf does have complete control over that thing's existence. Almost makes you feel bad for it. Until you remember it was almost killing me with freaking energy balls a few minutes ago. So we'll put an end to that problem by collecting our first heart piece of the next row. That's pretty sweet. Although there is something odd about just having a single heart on a row. It's like all that wasted space, you know? It's like a mini form of OCD that I have with hearts in this game. Maybe we can hurry up and find some that we can get now. I'm sure there's a bunch of side heart pieces and stuff we can grab after doing this. But yeah, after every one of the dungeons that we do, or every one of the temples, we'll get transported back here to the Chamber of Sages, that we visited when we turned into an adult for the first time, and there she is! Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. Wait, what? You're a sage? I am Saria, the sage of the Forest Temple. I always believed that you would come, because I know you. You know me? No. You don't have to explain it to me. So yeah, another thing I didn't really get into is that the Kokiri don't grow up. So I guess the reason why they didn't really recognize Link is because they assumed that he would never grow up. Like they thought he might have been a Kokiri, or I don't know. They'll explain it more here in this cutscene. Let's just keep going. Because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. Man, really? I mean, we were living in the world just fine, but there is something weird about awakening as a sage. Like, did they have an entire life as a sage before all this? It does make me wonder, like, their life that Link knew them as before they awakened was only a very small part of their actual existence and who they really are and their memories. I don't know. I don't really know how all this works and how the awakening and all that functions, so it's just something to dwell on, I suppose. But we did get a cool green medallion for all our hard efforts. You received the Forest Medallion. Saria awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Saria will always be your friend. But we can still talk to her with the Ocarina, right? Maybe it's after we do the Forest Temple when you can't talk to her anymore. That'd be kind of sad. I still want to be able to talk to her. Maybe even as a kid, even? They won't even let you talk to her as a kid? I can't remember if that's the case or not. So we're actually out here back in front of the Deku Tree, who's been dead for a while. He actually turns gray after these 7 years. It's kind of... I mean, it's realistic, but sad, and oh my gosh. Just had to talk through one of the greatest freaking surprise... It's almost like a jump scare, but it's not really. I mean, it's Link, the one who's being jump scared. I just find it funny. I'm not scared at all. I just find that hilarious. Because you and Saria broke the curse in the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. You have weird lips, dude. They're kind of freaking me out. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you are not a Kokiri. You're actually a Hylian. Oh man, Mallow, you are not a tadpole moment, although not really. I'm happy to finally reveal this secret to you. Hylian, huh? So the Gyarados are obviously a different race. Are Hylians like the people that live in Kakariko Village, or are they different? Like, are they part of the royal family? Maybe they'll explain it here. Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. It's so funny when you realize there's something so silly looking explaining this serious stuff to you, but I digress. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. There's just going to be fire in this cutscene. We kind of ran out of budget, so we had to cut a few things, so this is just fire. Enjoy.
After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now, finally, the day of destiny has come. Kind of past that. The day of destiny is when I met Zelda, wouldn't it? I mean, that could be definitely a big part of it. You are a Hylian and were always bound to leave this forest. And now, you've learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule. Now, Link, break the curses on all the temples and return peace to Hyrule. I imagine him saying that in like Pim's voice. I should have been doing a Pim voice, because that is totally the kind of voice I can imagine him having. Alright guys, we finally did it. We conquered the Forest Temple after a little bit of a hiccup there, but hey, that's how these games go sometimes. So next time, I guess we're going to do quite a bit of side stuff, and maybe even get to turn into a kid again. Get to relive the old glory days, so I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching.